This is the easiest homemade caramel sauce that you will ever find. So I'm starting my recipe series with this one. First, you're just going to melt 1 cup of granulated sugar in a saucepan. This takes a while. You're going to have to constantly stir to make sure you don't burn it, but you'll be able to see it starts getting like a little bit darker. You don't want it super brown because it's just going to be bitter and burnt tasting if you get it too dark. But here you can see it starts clumping together. It gets a little bit of that caramel color, and then the more it melts, the darker it gets. You just want to get it to where it's smooth and no lumps or anything, and then you know it's ready to go, which you'll see in this next clip. You want it this color. So as soon as it turns that color, you're going to add, well, you're going to shut the heat off first. I didn't show that. Take it off the heat. I turned the burner off. And then you're going to put in 6 tablespoons of butter. Just cube it up. I cubed it up into 6 different cubes. You want it room temperature, otherwise it's going to start splattering everywhere. As you can see, mine was a little bit too cold still, but ideally you want it room temp. You're going to whisk it all in, get it completely melted, and then you're going to add the 1/2 cup of heavy whipping cream and keep stirring it until everything is incorporated. I'm getting ahead of myself because I didn't add the cream yet here. I'm just stirring the butter and trying to get everything incorporated here, and then there's the heavy whipping cream. Sometimes it cools down too much and I have to turn the heat back on just to make sure everything's all incorporated, because you don't want it separating like this. So I turned the heat back on again, and then there's your caramel sauce. And then you can just put it in an airtight container and store it in the fridge.